JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, man charged for hacking 61-year-old woman to death. 55-year-old farmer Dwayne Richards of Crooked River in Clarendon has been charged with the February 15 murder of 61-year-old Sharon Cole of McDonald District, also in Crooked River. The police report that the incident happened about 5:10 p.m. when Richards went to a grocery shop where he saw Cole and asked her to buy him a drink. She obliged. He told her thanks, and she did not answer. It is reported that he then grabbed her and pulled her outside the shop and used the machete he had waiting by the door to chop her all over her body, severing her left hand in the process. Richards was subsequently arrested at the home of a relative in Kingston and later charged. A witness to Cole's murder said that the news brings a sense of security to the community. We feel safe now, because even after the police said them catch him, we did still afraid, and nobody never want to talk up, the witness said, adding that residents had long harbored fear of the man they call Snake. Meanwhile, an angry councillor for the Kellits division, Noel Nemard, minced no words in expressing his pleasure that the accused man was apprehended and charged, and went even further to say that heinous crimes such as this one should warrant capital punishment. When you are sure that a person is 100% guilty, he should be hanged. He should be in no prison eating taxpayers' money. Even the family of that gentleman feels the same way, said Namard. Richards' court date is being finalized. Producer gets 4 years for gun possession. A St. Thomas producer who was caught riding on a motorcycle with a gun with 14 rounds, which he claimed he found while cleaning a senior citizen's home, was last Thursday slapped with a 4-year prison sentence. The sentence was handed down by Justice Dale Palmer in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. Devontae Cole, 24, of 8 Miles, Bull Bay, St. Andrew, was sentenced to 4 years in prison for illegal possession of firearm and to 3 years for illegal possession of ammunition. However, the sentences are to run concurrently. According to the facts outlined in court, on August 22, 2020, police were patrolling the 8 Miles area when they spotted a motorcycle with 2 men, including Cole, who was the pillion rider. The police signaled the men to stop and they sped off, but eventually stopped after they were pursued by the lawmen. Both men were held and questioned as to whether or not they had anything unlawful, but said they did not. However, after searching a bag that Cole was carrying, the police found a chrome pistol with 2 magazines, one with a single round and the other with 12 rounds. Another single round was also found in the gun chamber. Cole, when asked if the gun belonged to him, said, "Officer, I clean one elder yard about 3 months ago and find it." Both men were taken into custody and charged. Cole's attorney, Stephen Jackson, before the sentence was passed, begged the judge to give him a non-custodial sentence and to give him a second chance, as he's a talented and enterprising young man who would benefit from rehabilitation. He further told the court that his client is aware of the seriousness of the offense and has demonstrated his remorse by pleading guilty at the earliest possible time. Jackson told the court that his client is a sole breadwinner for his family and that while he was in custody, he missed the birth of his first child, a son whom he's yet to meet. This has caused him sleepless nights, as he wants to play a significant role in his son's life and would love a second chance to play a role in his son's life, Jackson submitted. He understands that he has made a serious mistake and is sorry for his action, he added. Justice Palmer, in reply, said he would take into account the time Cole had already spent in custody, his guilty plea, along with the fact that he's a relatively young man who has had no previous conviction. The judge also factored in Cole's regret at missing his first child's birth, noting that that was a monumental occasion because he knows a child who is dependent on him. However, the judge said he could not disregard the fact that Cole had tried to mislead the court by telling the probation officer in the social inquiry report that he was going to hand over the gun and that he had it in his possession for 1 day when he was arrested. The judge questioned why he did not tell the police that when he was arrested. Cole at that point interjected and told the court that he had told the police but received several slaps in the face when he did so. The judge in reply said it was unfortunate that he was caught on the day when he had decided to hand in the gun, but mentioned that he could have called the police to come and get the weapon. Justice Palmer also told Cole that he could not deny the fact he was riding around with a gun that was ready for use. It's clear that this was intended for use. Nobody loads a firearm with one round. That makes me wonder, he said. The judge, before handing down the sentence, lamented the fact that judges are not empowered to consider intent as one of the aggravating factors during the sentencing. Jamaica surpasses 200 murders in 52 days. With just 52 days gone in the year, Jamaica has already surpassed 200 murders. A total of 212 killings were recorded island-wide between January 1 and February 22, according to the latest statistics compiled by the police. This represents a 6% increase over the comparative period last year. Jamaica recorded just over 1,300 murders last year. The figures reveal, too, that shootings are up 9% this year. According to the figures, a total of 189 shootings were recorded up to Monday, an increase of 15 when compared with the corresponding period last year. The increased killings and shootings come amid the nightly curfews and other COVID-19 containment measures imposed by the government, which have largely restricted the movement of citizens. The latest crime figures show, however, a 46% drop in reported rapes, an 8% decrease in reported robberies, and a 28% decline in reported break-ins. Council urges strong measures after elderly woman and daughter die from COVID-19. Christopher Williams, Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the Santa Cruz Division, is urging the authorities to take strong measures following a COVID-19 outbreak that left an elderly woman and her middle-aged daughter dead on Thursday and Friday of last week. Williams, who survived a traumatic bout with the novel coronavirus after he was infected in August last year, is concerned not just about the Fagan Town, Waterloo, Burnt Ground area, just to the south of Santa Cruz, from where the two COVID-19 victims originated, but also the wider Santa Cruz region. I think the authorities should be thinking about closing face-to-face schools for even a 2-week period, while health personnel do their work in terms of contact tracing and so forth, Williams said. He voiced extreme concern that many people in Santa Cruz and the surrounding communities were continuing to flout safety protocols such as mask wearing, social distancing, and frequent hand sanitizing, despite hearing of the latest outbreak and deaths. Jamaica records 297 new COVID cases, 3 deaths. Jamaica has recorded 297 new cases of COVID-19 and 3 additional virus-related deaths. This brings the total number of confirmed cases to 21,679, of which 8,083 are active, and the death toll to 399. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the 3 deaths were all women, ages 89, 73, and 66 years old. They are from Kingston and St. Andrew, St. James, and Westmoreland, respectively. Of the newly reported cases, there were 125 males and 172 females with ages ranging from 1 to 101 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 115, St. James, 62, St. Catherine, 58, Hanover, 12, Trelawney, 11, St. Anne, 10, Westmoreland, 8, St. Elizabeth and St. Thomas, 5 each, Clarendon, 4, St. Mary, Portland, 3 each, and Manchester, 1. The country also recorded 57 recoveries yesterday, bringing the total since the outbreak locally to 12,988. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.